recording is there.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all?
Ma'am, I am fine.
Are you all fine?
I'm fine. Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Very good. Yes. What happened? कोई बोल रहा था कि दिख नहीं रहा है, सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है. दुर्वा काबरा, मुझे आपकी आवाज आ रही है. She left the meeting. Okay.
Ma'am, today storytelling in English, right?
Yes, but why everyone's camera is off? Akshita, Lakshmi, Lata, Tanush, Swara.
Ma'am, now my camera is on.
Everyone's camera should be on.
Ma'am, is my camera on now?
Yes, your camera is on. Yes, how are you all? Are you all fine? Taking care of yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good, very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Yesterday you enjoyed the games?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, madam.
Very good, very good,
Yes, ma'am.
very good. So everyone, today is our storytelling session. Today is our storytelling session. I will hear all of you stories. I will hear the stories from everyone, and I have also prepared a story. So I will be singing in some time. First, मुझे जिस जिसका रेज हैंड दिख रहा है उनका पूछूंगी मैं. Okay, I will be also saying you a story, a good story in some time. Okay.
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम, हम हिंदी में सुना सकते हैं क्या?
क्यों स्वरा, आज इंग्लिश का है ना, तो आपको इंग्लिश में ही सुनाना है.
मैम वो मेरे को हो नहीं पाई लर्न.
क्यों नहीं हो पाएगा? बच्चा, हम लोग जब छोटे होते हैं ना तो हम कुछ भी काम खुद नहीं कर सकते, बट हमारी मम्मा हमको असिस्ट करके कराती है, राइट? तो वैसे ही आप लोगों के लिए यहाँ पे मैं हूँ. आप लोगों से नहीं होगा तो आई एम देयर टू हेल्प यू, बट गिव इट अ ट्राई. डोंट से डायरेक्टली के नहीं हो पाएगा. ओके स्वरा, आई वॉन्ट यू टू गिव इट अ ट्राई. ओके.
यस मैम.
यस. ओके. तो पहले मैं कुछ बच्चों की स्टोरी सुनूंगी, फिर मैं आप लोगों को मेरी स्टोरी सुनाऊंगी, और फिर मैं वापस से आगे के बच्चों की स्टोरी सुनूंगी.
मैम कितने बच्चों के बाद आप अपनी स्टोरी सुनाओगे?
बताती हूँ. बिकॉज द किड्स आर स्टिल ज्वाइनिंग ना बच्चा. ओके.
मैम, और आप जो अपनी स्टोरी सुनाओगे उसके आप इंग्लिश के बाद आप फिर हिंदी में सुना सकते हो.
क्यों, मैं इंग्लिश में ही सुनाऊंगी. And that is a very good small story only, and you will all be able to understand. Okay? Very good. So,
Ma'am,
first,
tell a story which I made by myself.
yes. Okay.
With
First,
moral.
yes, very good, Sushila Jawar. What is your name? Virat Jawar, right?
I can say a song, not a.
Okay. We will start our today's session. First, I see on my screen is Tanush Marda. Tanush Marda.
Ma'am, can you see us?
अब पीछे का जो विंडो का कर्टेन है वो बंद कर दो. पीछे का जो विंडो का कर्टेन है वो बंद कर दो.
Okay. Ma'am, we are going presentation.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you give us permission to share PPT slides?
Yes, we need permission.
Who needs permission?
Danush and Taksh.
Yes.
Okay.
You can see us
Yes. I have given.
present now.
Can you please switch off the curtain over there? Put it off. I am getting light on the screen.
You.
Once you start, just say me that you are starting.
Ma'am, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Little red hen.
Yes. स्टार्ट और ये जब बोल रहे हैं ना तब कोई भी दूसरा बच्चा अनम्यूट नहीं होगा और कोई भी अपने लैपटॉप से कुछ भी नहीं करेगा ओके
Little
स्टार्ट
red
करो
hen lives in a farm with its three friends named cat, dog, and duck. One day, little red hen found some seeds on the ground. So she had an idea that she would plant the seed. So she went to ask help from dog. Will you help me to plant the seed? Bow bow, not I, said the lazy dog. Then she went to cat and asked, will you help me to to plant the seed? Meow meow, not I, said the lazy cat. So she went to yellow noisy duck and asked, will you help me to plant the seed? Quack quack, not I, said the yellow noisy duck. So little red hen planted all the seed by herself. After the crops are grown, little red hen again went to ask help from her friend. Will you help me to cut the wheat? Bow bow, not I, said the lazy dog. So she went to cat and asked, will you help me to cut the wheat? Meow meow, not I, said the sleepy cat. Then she went to yellow noisy duck and asked, will you help me to cut the wheat? Quack quack, not I, said the yellow noisy duck. So she cut all the wheat by herself. So she again needed help, but again nobody helped her. Then she went again for help to said dog. Will you help me to bake the cake? Bake the bread. Bake the bread? Bow bow, not I, said the lazy dog. So she went to sleepy cat and asked, will you help me to bake the bread? Meow meow, not I, said the sleepy cat. So she went to yellow noisy duck and asked, will you help me to bake the bread? Quack quack, not I, said the yellow noisy duck. So little red hen baked the bread by herself. After baking, tired little red hen came out and said, who will help me? Who will eat the bread? Let me eating the bread. Correct. बोलो आगे तक. Who will eat the bread? Meow meow, I will, said the cat. Bow bow, I will, said the dog. Quack quack, I will, said the duck. Little red hen told, no, this bread I will eat myself. The moral of the story is, if we do not help others, we should not ask ourselves. Thank you.
yes very good great presentation very good I must appreciate your mom also who is behind you taking effort so that you should grow ahead. Very good, very good. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Namish Nagori?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good afternoon,
Please
ma'am.
start.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am, and my dear friends. My name is Maheshwari. Today I will tell you a story of Ganesha and the moon. Ganesha and the moon. It was It was short, fourth day of the fortnight. Ganesha was riding on his mouse, returning home late at night after a grand feast. Little did he know what was about to happen. Ganesha's tummy was full of delicious modak served at the feast. The poor mouse found its master heavy and stumbled. Ganesha lost its balance and fell off as he went. All the modaks he had eaten starting falling out of his tummy. Ganesha started picking them up one by one. That's when he heard a laugh. Suddenly, Ganesha looked up. It was Moon laughing at him. Ganesha, Ganesha broke one of his tusks and threw it on the moon. The laughter stopped. Ganesha's tusk had found its mark. Hit by the tusk, thrown at him, a huge portion of moon fell off. Not me was now in tears. Lord Ganesha, I am sorry I laughed at you. Don't be angry. And these grew, these became me full again. Ganesha was sorry because he had hurt the moon. I am sorry because I I got so angry. Don't worry, you will go back to your full size, but it will take some time. The moon took 11 days to grow back to its full size. From that day, moon started appearing and disappearing from the sky. It appears full form on full moon day. 15 days later, on new moon day, disappears from the sky. On Chauth, fourth day of the fortnight, people in India offer a special prayer to Lord Ganesha and to show their support to their Lord. They look away from they look away from the moon on that day. Thank you.
Very good, very good. Great, great. Brilliant, brilliant. You all are doing so well. Niti Sarda, Niti Sarda, are you here?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Can
you.
you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, yes, Niti, I can hear you. You can start your story, bacha.
Okay. Okay.
Niti, now your voice is not coming at all. There is some problem with your headphone.
Ma'am.
You are there in the name of Arpita Bhabhi or your ID.
Uh,
Niti, are you there? Yes.
from the name of Mama. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Once upon a time, there lived a boy named Raju. He was a good runner, but he was lazy. He always postponed his work by saying, I will do it later. Example, if it was his time to play, he would play. was his time to study, he would then also play. He was never on time anywhere, but Manu, his best friend, was very punctual and completed all his work on time. Everyone liked Manu. Raju never understood why this is so. One day, it was Raju's important day, and he was late, so he missed his medal. So he asked his friend Manu, "How do you manage to complete everything on time?" Manu said, "I get up early and do my work on time. I focus on whatever I do. When I'm late, I give my 100% and save for my study and other things." Raju said, "It it is not possible. But still, I will try." The next day, he got up early and completed all his work on time without being lazy and without giving any excuses. It was the best day of his life. Raju understood the importance of time and was very happy about it. Everyone started liking Raju as well. The moral of this story is we should give importance to the time. Thank you.
Very good, very good. Yes, as you are kids, it is very important how you utilize your time. It begins from your childhood that you have to learn the importance of time because, as we say, that the time gone is never going to come back. Very good, very good. Pallavi Hurgat,
Yes, teacher.
Pallavi Hurgat,
Yes, teacher.
kindly switch on your camera, bacha. Yes, very good. Start, please.
Jai Shri Krishna. My name is Hardik Mayur. Jai Shri Krishna. My name is Hardik Mayur Gurgat from Mumbai. I am saying an English story. My story name is The Lion and the Four Cows. Once upon a time, there lived four cows. Once upon a time, there lived four cows in the forest. Every day they used to race, race together in a particular spot. They were all friends. One day a lion saw, saw the cows grazing together, grazing together, grazing. The lion wanted to eat them, so he went to catch them. When the cows saw the lion, all of them fought with him. The lion had run away. A few days passed, and the cows quarreled between themselves and started grazing separately. One by one, the lion killed all of them. Thank you. Moral of the story: unity is strength. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Very good. Very good. Brilliant. Brilliant. Ramini Jaju. Ramini Jaju.
You hear me?
Ramini Jaju.
Ma'am,
Yes, please switch on your camera.
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Kindly switch on your camera.
Teacher, who is next?
ब्राह्मणी के बाद आप ही हो.
Okay. Okay. Am I audible?
What happened, Brahmini?
Ma'am, am I audible?
You are audible, but you are not visible. Kindly switch on your camera. Yes. Please start.
What, ma'am?
See, whenever you are saying something, kindly place your mobile camera in one place. आप हाथ से पकड़ते हो तो आप खुद हिलते हो. आप कैसे स्टोरी के एक्सप्रेशंस दे पाओगे? Yes, Brahmini, please start.
Once upon a time, there lived a boy.
Brahmini, you are not audible now.
There lived a boy named.
Brahmini,
Ma'am, am I audible?
yes, you are audible. That's what I'm saying. आप जब बोल रहे हो ना कुछ, तो आप ऐसे हिलते हिलते दिखते हो. आप सीधा रहो ना एक ही जगह.
Okay, ma'am. Can I say? Ma'am, now is it
कौन
okay?
बोला ये? हाँ, now it is okay. कोई भी बीच में बच्चा बोलेगा नहीं कहना इसे, वरना उसी का नंबर नहीं आएगा. Start, Brahmini.
Once upon a time, there lived a boy named Krishna. He was very lazy. One day, when he participated in a race, he tried, tried to win the race, but he couldn't. Then, when he returned, while he was returning home, he saw a set of shoes and he tried to wear them. Then, suddenly a voice came and it was saying that it is a magical shoes. If you will run every day with the shoes, you will be able to win all the races and you could be will be run fast, very fast. Then he every day he every day he go every day he would go to the park and run with the run wearing the shoes. Day passed, and when the next sports day came, he won all the races. After some years, when he one day he forgot to wear the shoes and go to the run, he he forgot. Then, when his second race of his sport day became near, he started practicing. After some time, at the day of the race, he noticed that there the shoes
With the magic of shoes, the boy couldn't run fast. Then, after a while, when start, he tried to run, and finally he won the race. Then he thought, I was wrong. The magic of the shoes is still. Then again the same voice came and said that uh, the day before the race you didn't gone to the run. That's why the magic of the shoes fell. Then, and you didn't won the race with the magic of shoes. These are the normal shoes. The reason behind that you won all the races is that you you go to the garden every day and run run every day. That's why you won all the races. So the moral of the story is we should never be lazy. We should always hard work. Thank you.
Very good, very good. Great, great. Swara, I am going to ask you at the end. Okay? अब जो भी बच्चा अनम्यूट हो जाएगा ना, मैं उसको एकदम लास्ट में पूछूंगी. Okay? So kindly be here till the end if you want to say your story. Okay? Because again and again I am seeing you unmuting and I am muting you, then too you are unmuting yourself. Very good, Brahmini. Very good. Harshit Piani. Harshit Biani.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Kindly switch on your camera.
Yes.
इसके बीच में हर्षित के बीच में जो भी अनम्यूट किया ना वो बच्चा लास्ट में बोलेगा हाँ स्टोरी. Yes, Harshit, you can start.
Once upon a time, there was two cats. They are close friends. They eat together. They went anywhere to and they went together and sleep together. Suddenly one day there was no food both for them. Both for them. They find they go in jungle and find out food, and they saw a piece of bread. The both cats fighting together because he, one cat said, "I I see the bread first. This is this bread is mine." And second cat say, "No, I see for this bread. It is my bread." And the monkey on the tree seeing everything and come on come down on from on the tree and said to the cat, "Hi friends, why are you fighting? I I do your fighting swords." And yeah, and the monkey saw the bread and pick up the bread and said, and the he do the bread half pieces and two pieces, and and the one piece is large and the one piece is small. So the monkey eat larger piece some, and the small one is bigger from the larger piece, and the larger piece is small, and ऐसे करते करते he eat all the bread, and he not share with cats. Thank you. The moral of the story is the one two people are fighting, so third people is entering. Entering. Thank you.
Very good. Good try. Good try, Harshit. I would request you to read a lot and lot of story books. Okay? Make it a habit of reading a lot and lot of story books. Whether it is in Hindi, whether it is in English, whatever your comfortable language. Okay, but you have to read. Make a habit, develop a habit of reading.
Ma'am, I have another class, so can I say a story?
Right now, no. Wait. I am going to present before you my story now. Okay, I am going to present before you all my story. So just मुझे बताओ कि मेरा स्क्रीन दिख रहा है आप लोगों को बराबर?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Ma'am. Ma'am.
Yes. See, now I'm
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
present before you my story. Just a second. Yes, I am able to see that my screen is clear. That means no
Your
problem.
teacher, your screen is clear, but your voice is breaking and not hearing.
उसके लिए आप लोग सब लोगों को म्यूट होना पड़ेगा हाँ okay. Now my story is about a mama penguin and her three little baby penguins. My story is about a mama penguin and her three little baby penguins. So long time ago near the island in Antarctica, these
Ma'am,
three
your voice
penguins.
is not
अरे
coming.
हर्षित please be on mute. ये सुनाई दिया ना तो मेरा आवाज आ रहा है आपको ओके long time ago near the island of Antarctica there used to live three little penguins with their mama and this was mama's favorite penguin why because he was his little one the very little one and these two were the elders. These two were the elders. Now, the elder brother and the elder sister used to go to swim in the pond. They used to love swimming in the pond. But this small baby was very much afraid to step into the water. He was not at all ready to go inside the water. One fine day, when the brother and the sister were playing together in the pond, then Mama was chit-chatting with this baby penguin. Mama told baby penguin, come my little one, come with me. We all will go together. See, your brother and sister are playing in the water. They love to swim. I also want to take you in the water. I also want you to swim. This baby penguin told, no, Mama, no, I'm too much scared. I know that I'm going to drown if I go inside. I don't want to go. Mama told, no, my little one, this is not the way the penguin should behave. We penguins are made only so that we can swim. We are inborn swimmers, you know. No, Mama, I don't want to go. Oh, come on, my little one. Then this penguin was worried and he was thinking, what if there is a big whale inside the water? What if some monsters are going to come and eat me? No, 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 no. I am not going to go. And he stepped back. Now, in the few minutes, his brother and sister returned back home. So they were very happy and they were saying, wow, Mama, today we played a lot in water. We enjoyed a lot in water. Let's one fine day even take a little one also together. Now, Mama Penguin told, I was also explaining the same to my little one that we should go inside the water. You should not be scared. Now, the little penguin was still too much scared and was not at all ready to go. The next day, what happened? When the brother and sister were going back to swim, Mama told, come, my babies, I will also come with you. I will also come with you. So, Mama also joined along. They were playing all of them together. They were playing, they were enjoying in the water. Now, this little penguin was a bit worried. Oh, I'm left alone. I'm left alone. No one is there with me. What to do? He was calling, Mama, Mama. But Mama and the brother and sister were too far away, and in the voice of water, they were playing together so that they didn't hear his voice. He was again calling, Mama, Mama. They were not at all hearing their voice. What happened? He was calling, standing on the bank of the ice. Then what happened? His leg slipped off. His leg slipped off. Then also he called, oh God, Mama, I'm falling down. I'm going to drown. I'm going to drown. Then also the mother and the brother and sister were not listening. Then in some time he was inside the water. He was inside the water. Now, what happened? As he went more inside, he started to enjoy. He started to think, yes, my mama was saying me true. It doesn't harm me. I am born to swim. So it should not scare me anymore. Then slowly, slowly he swam, and he went near Mama and his brother and sister. Mama was so much surprised to see that the little one is coming along. He was saying, look, Mama, now I am not afraid at all. I am not afraid at all. I am loving to swim. Mama was so much happy. He told his brother and sister also, look, I am not so much afraid now. I am swimming on my own. See. The brother, sister, and the mama were so much happy seeing this little one swimming in the water. And then the little one told, come, my brothers and sisters. Mama, you go home and you cook food. We all will have fun. I am going to swim more. So the brother, sister, and the little one were swimming all together. Mama was so much happy to see that all the three brothers and sisters are happily swimming. And the little one, especially to the little one, she was much happy to see because he was not scared anymore and he tried to swim also. So, in this way, what do we learn from this story? That you should not be scared, you should not be afraid to try the new things. Yes, you can fail in the new things, but definitely one day will come when you will try and reach the level where you want. Thank you.
Very good, teacher.
So, kids, how did you like my story?
Ma'am, it's too nice.
Very good, teacher. Ma'am, I like your story.
So, This story, you know why I took this type of story? हाँ, in the starting Swara told me, मैम मुझसे नहीं होता इंग्लिश में बोलना, so you have to try. See, Harshit, I liked it very much. You gave it a try. You should always try. नहीं होगा कोई बात नहीं, एक बार नहीं होगा, दो बार नहीं होगा, तीन बार नहीं होगा, but चौथी बार जरूर होगा. You should never stop trying. Okay, good. Riya Sabu.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. My name is Ria Sabu, and I am going to tell a story. My story name is The Honest Boy Gokula. The great patriot Sri Gopal Krishna Gokhale, in his boyhood, when he studied in a school, one day the teacher gave him some question to be solved at home. Gopal Krishna didn't know the answer of one of the questions. Therefore, he solved it with the help of some other student. The teacher checked all the answer books of the boys and found that only Gopal Krishna had answered all the questions correctly. Having seen this, teacher was very much pleased with him and he wanted to give him some prize. The boy Gopal Krishna did not accept the prize, but he began to weep. Seeing this, the teacher was very much surprised and asked him why he was weeping. The boy, with folded hands, humbly said, "Sir, you might have thought that I have solved all these questions myself, but it is not the truth. It one of this question I have solved with the help of my friend. Now, sir, you may judge whether I deserve the prize or punishment." Having heard this, the teacher was very much pleased with him and awarding him the prize, said, "I award you this prize for your honesty." And the moral of the story is always be truthful. Thank you.
Very good, Riya, very good. Durva Kabra,
Yes,
yes, bacha, start.
I can do my with puppets.
Yes, definitely.
One day, Chinky was coloring. She loves Chinky to color.
दुर्वा एक मिनट, आपके पीछे जो कर्टन है वो बंद कर दोगे बच्चा?
हाँ.
Yes, you can start it again.
One day, Chinky was painting. She's she was making butterfly with paint, and suddenly she's paint box fall. Then she so much cries, "Oh, my paint box is fall." Then mom come and see it. Stinky was crying, and mom said, "Don't cry." And his brother also coming and seeing, and he thought today is Raksha Bandhan. My sister is so much crying. I want to take him she some color paints, and he go outside and and take his piggy bank and some take his money, take his piggy bank and go to the shop. Then he said, "Uncle, you can give me one very beautiful paint box." He said, "Okay." He said, only 15 rupees. Now he give and he tell 5 rupees is missing. "No, uncle, I don't have 5 rupees." Then he said, "Okay, you can go." He said, "No, I will give you money. No, I will clean your shop." He said, "Okay, you can clean. And also, we are clean one boy is going his village." Then he clean it everything and and he cleaning it and his cleaning was done and he said, "Now I can go, my cleaning is done everything." He said, "Okay, Raksha Bandhan is coming." Then night was Raksha Bandhan and Chinky was got to Rakhi. Chinky Chinky was Chinky was doing fitting Rakhi on his hand, and mom and his dad said his dad said, "Now take gift for him." She His mom said, "What are you saying, dad? He will well buy to gift." Gattu said, "Yes, I buy gift for Chinky." Then Chinky said, "Then give my gift." And he gave it, and he opened his gift and see there is one color box. Then mom and dad was very happy to see them both. Happy. Moral of the story is we want to help each other. Thank you.
Very good, very good, very nice, very nice. Anshika
Yes,
Mantri,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
kindly switch on your camera.
Ma'am, now am I
Yes,
visible?
yes.
Ma'am, Anant will start. Ma'am, I will start. Good afternoon, everyone. Today I am Anshika Mantri going to present you a story, The Crow and the Peacock. Once there was a crow who wishes to be colorful and beautiful like other birds. He then went to the parrot and shared his thoughts. But parrot said peacock is the most beautiful bird, so talk to him. Then the crow went to the peacock and told him about his looks. Then the peacock said, "You are the luckiest bird that has been never caged in life, and we, because of our beauty, stay caged, and you are always free." After this, the crow realized his mistake and thanked God for making him like this and flew away happily. The moral of the story is never compare yourself to others. Be happy in what you have and what you are. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am, and my dear friends. Today I am going to speak a English moral story. My story name is The Hunter and the Pigeons. One day, a hunter sets a net to catch birds and placed grains and rice over the net. After some time, a flock of pigeons comes by and started eating grains and get caught in the net. After some time, they started losing hope. Then their leader asks them to fly together up in the sky. They did as they were told and carried the net away. The hunter runs after them, but they flew away to their friend Mouse's hole. Then the mouse cuts the net and freed the pigeons, and they live happily. The moral of the story is unity is the strength. Thank you.
Great, great. Very good. Both of you. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Thank you, ma'am.
Akshita Rathi,
Yes, ma'am. Good
you can
afternoon.
start. Please switch on your camera. Yes,
Yes.
you can start.
Good afternoon to my dear friend. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Akshita Rathi. Today I am going to say a story of the lion and a mouse. One day there lived a lion who was sleeping. Then a mouse then a mouse came and troubled him. Then he woke up from his sleep, and when he saw the mouse troubling him, he said, I am going to eat you. Why did you trouble me? The mouse said, sorry, lad. I won't do this. I won't do this thing from now on, but please don't eat me. One day, when you are in trouble, I will come and help you. The lion said, okay, I forgive you, but you are so small. How can you help me? Well, now I don't want to talk about that, so you can leave. The mouse said, okay, thank you, but one day I will come, I will be useful when you're in trouble. Then the mouse left and the lion started sleeping again. One day, the lion was roaming here and there, and some hunters came and when they saw the lion, they threw a net on him, and then the lion started screaming for help. That help me. But then when the mouse heard this voice, he started following the voice and came to the lion. When he saw the lion, when he saw the lion trapped in the net, he got scared and said, Lion, how did you got stuck in this net? Then the lion said, well, I was roaming here and there, and then some hunters came and threw a net on me. Please help me. Then the mouse said, okay, I will help you now. Then the mouse started eating the net, but in alone he couldn't eat the net. It was taking a lot of time. Then then he got an idea and called his family to eat this net. The family came and eat this net. Then when when all the mouse ate this net, then the lion got saved out from the net. Then the lion said, so thank you, mouse, and sorry that I thought you were so small and you couldn't help me out at all. Then the mouse said, no, it's okay. Then the lion and the mouse became friends forever. The moral of the story that if anybody is small, big, weak, or strong, we don't have to think that he cannot do this or that. He can do
Very good, very good. Yes, nothing is so hard that you can't even try. First thing. And second thing, don't think that the other person is not capable of doing the things that you can do. Okay? Very good, very good. Pooja Tawani?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Kindly switch on your camera and you can start.
A wild donkey and a potter's donkey. Once upon a time, there lived a wild donkey. He used to roam about freely in the jungle. He was free to do as he pleased. One day, while he was roaming about, he reached the outskirts of a village. He came across another donkey basking in the winter sun. This one belongs to a potter. He looked very healthy and did not appear to have any worries. The wild donkey felt very jealous of him. The wild donkey said, "You are fortunate, my friend. You have such a strong body." Saying this, the wild donkey started walking towards the jungle. He thought about the potter's donkey for many days. After a few days, the wild donkey went to meet the potter's donkey. But he saw a very different sight. The potter's donkey was trudging along slowly with his head bent low. He had a heavy load on his back. The donkey could bravely walk because of the heavy load. If the donkey stopped even for a moment, the potter would beat him mercilessly with a stick. The wild donkey now realized that he was indeed happier than the potter's donkey. He said the potter's donkey, "Friend, I realize that you have to pay a heavy price for your happiness. I was not aware of it. I am certainly happier than you are. I go whenever I please. There is no one to stop me from doing what I want to do. I do not get beaten like you do." Saying this, the wild donkey thanked God for giving him his freedom and started walking towards the jungle. Moral of the story: true happiness lies in freedom. Thank you.
Just a second. Just a second. Very good, very good. Brilliantly told you.
Thank you,
Very good.
ma'am.
Are you? Are you, Sharda?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
today I am going to say a story about the Brahmin and his wife and the mongoose.
Are you your camera places properly? The upper part, the ceiling part is seen. You
Ma'am, now?
more proper.
Now?
Yes. Yes.
A long, long time ago, there lived a Brahmin called Devasaranam. He and his wife Savita loved each other very much. If there was anything that they needed to complete their happiness together. It was a child soon their dearest wish was granted. On a cold winter night, Savita gave birth to a baby, and strong boy with a large black eyes and sparkled with life. Devasaranam and Savita were overjoyed. Finally, they were a family. At the same time, as Savita gave birth to their son, a mongoose which lived in Devasaranam's garden gave birth to a baby, a tiny little cub, golden and playful. One day, while working in his garden, Devasaranam saw this little mongoose. His mother was nowhere to be seen. Devasaranam was a kind man. He could not bear to leave the little mongoose out in the cold. Oh, you poor creature, you need a home, Devasaranam muttered. Savita was sitting by her son's crib, gently rocking back at the forth when Devasaranam entered, cuddling the mongoose in his arms. Uh, at first, Savita did not notice the peculiar bundle Devasaranam carried. When she started to rise, she suddenly saw the mongoose. What do you think you are doing? She screamed. Have you no regard for your family safety? Devasararam coughed nervously and said, he is only little mongoose. He would have died if had not brought him in. Look at him, Savita. He is so beautiful. We have we have always wanted a pet. Let's keep him. He will be good company for our child as he grows. All night long they argued and finally Savita gave in. She had agreed to Devsaranam's request, but she meant to keep a sharp eye on the mongoose, even if I meant watching him day and night. There was no way she would let any harm come to her son. As the days passed, Savita and Devsaranam's son grew, and so did the mongoose. Savita kept an wary eye on him all day long, but the mongoose treated her like his mother. Every time Savita returned home after running an errand, he would run to welcome her. His dark eyes glittering with happiness, Savita began to soften towards him, though she would never let Devsaranam know it. Still, at the back of her mind, a doubt remained, a niggling sense of worry, and keeping a mongoose near her son. And a mongoose will always be a mongoose, even if it has been raised by humans. She would say. One day Savita was busy working around the house when Devsaranam entered. Savita, Savita, he called. Savita hurried to meet him, wondering why he was home so early. Devsaranam had bad news. Savita's aunt was very ill. They had to go see her immediately. But how can I go? Savita wailed. I cannot take my son along. There is illness in that house. What if he falls ill too? Devsaranam thought about this for a while. He was a caring father, and he too did not want to take his son near Savita's sick aunt. I know what we can do, Devsaranam said. Let's leave him here. The mongoose will look after him. He will be safe. The mongoose will look after him. Savita was angry. How can I leave my only son, my darling child, alone in the house with a mongoose? With a great difficulty, Devsaranam cajoled Savita into leaving the baby alone with the mongoose. He reminded her that the mongoose was like family, that that they had raised him like their own son. Finally, Savita agreed with great haste. They set off for her aunt's house, leaving the baby alone with the mongoose. The mongoose liked being near to the baby and settled himself down in the baby's room. He was about to fall asleep when he smelled a danger. Quickly sitting up, he looked around the room. There it was, a giant cobra, slowly moving towards where the baby was sleeping. With a great snarl, the mongoose leapt at the cobra. The mongoose and the cobra fought ferociously for many minutes. The mongoose was strong, but the cobra was quick as lightning. The mongoose fought with all his strength, and finally the cobra lay dead. The mongoose came away from the snake, blood smearing his mouth. Meanwhile, Savita was her way home after meeting her aunt and seeing that she was all right. She was rushing back to home as fast as possible. She was worried about her baby. Why she had hardly been able to pay attention to anything anybody said to her at her aunt's house. In a fevered state of worry, she unlocked the door, overjoyed to hear Savita come back home. The mongoose rushed to greet her. Savita took one look at him and her heart stood still. His mouth was covered with blood. Savita felt as if her worst nightmare had come true. She had never wanted the mongoose in the house, had always said he was dangerous now. The mongoose had killed her son. Blinded by her grief, Savita killed the mongoose in 8 days. She was she walked into her son's room. To her shock and amazement, she saw that he was alive, and there on the floor was a dead cobra lying in the pool of blood. Her joy at seeing her son safe was mingled with remorse as she realized what she had done. As to dawn on Savita, she started to weep, but weeping could not bring the mongoose back. She had acted without thinking, and in doing so had killed the mongoose, the creature who had saved her son's life. Thank you. We learned that never that without proof we can believe anyone.
Very good, very good, very good. Nicely told. Pooja Rathi, Pooja
Ma'am, please
Rathi.
take my answer. Yes, teacher. Gil was an I am Sisti Rati. Today I am telling about money cannot buy everything. Gil was an 8 years old boy. He was the only child of his parents. Gil's father was too busy to spend time with his son. He came home after Gil had slept and remained fast asleep by the time Gil left for school. Gil yearned for his father's company. One Saturday evening, Gil kept awake till his father arrived. 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 Gil, he went to him and
I
asked,
was disconnected.
do you earn in a day? Gil's father was confused and asked, my dear son, what made you ask this question? Gil persisted. Please tell me, father, at least tell me a amount you earn in an hour. Gil's father replied, around 100 bucks, 10,000 bucks. Hearing this, Gil immediately ran to his room and came back with his piggy bank. He handed it to his father and said, I have saved around 30,000 bucks in my piggy bank. Can you spare just 3 hours for me? I want you to accompany me to watch a movie and then go for dinner. Bill's father was lost for words and embraced his son. Moral time. Moral of the story: time is the biggest gift parents can give to their children. Thank you.
Very good, very good, very good. Say thank you to your mama
Ma'am,
also. Very good. Yes,
Ma'am,
Lata Mantri.
yes, ma'am. Good afternoon to one and all. My name is Sanya Samit Mantri. I am in 6th standard. My story's name is Clever Fish. One day, a fisherman was fishing to the river as usual. He threw his net into the river and he just waiting there for fish to gather so that he could sell a lot of fish in the market and get some good money out of it. After some time, fisherman heard some rustle and muscle in the net, thinking that he has got a lot of fish in the net. He actually took out the net of the water out of the water, but then into the net there was only one tiny little fish in the net. He got the hold the fish, but the suddenly fish started talking to him. Tiny little fish said, "Oh, fisherman, please leave me. Please leave me. Otherwise, I will die out of water." But fisherman did not give any attention to the fish. But then again the tiny little fish said to the fisherman, "Oh fisherman, I will tell you something which is of your help. If you leave me back in the water, I will tell all my friends about you and bring them here to the bank of the river so that when you will come next time you will have much more fish." Fisherman thought to himself, "Wow, that's not a bad view. Alive was thinking if he found one tiny little fish today, tomorrow I will get a lot of fish because I will get a lot of fish. Thinking the tiny little fish will bring all his friends to me. Then the next day the poor man comes to the bank of the river. Then he put the net in the river, but no fish came. The fish was clever, so she float in the river happily. The moral of the story is we have to be really, really clever to save our life from such challenging moments. Thank you.
Very good, very good, very nice, very nice. Keep it up.
Thank
Nidhi
you, ma'am.
Nawal, welcome. Nidhi Nawal, Nidhi Nawal, are you here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please
One
say.
minute, I'm adjusting my camera. 1 minute. My story name is Cinderella. Once, once upon a time, there lived a beautiful girl named Cinderella with her weak-shaped mother and two step-sisters. She works hard all day. One day, they all went to a ball in the palace, leaving Cinderella behind. Suddenly, there was a burst of light, and the fairy godmother appeared. She turned Cinderella into a beautiful princess with two glass slippers, and the horse carriage appeared at the door. The fairy godmother warns, be back before midnight. When the Cinderella arrived the ball, the prince saw her and fell in love with her. They both danced together all night. They both danced together all night. When the clock struck 12, the Cinderella rushed out to her carriage, leaving one of the sleepers behind. The prince saw every house in the town with glass sleepers until he found Cinderella. They both married and lived happily ever after. The moral of the story is when we are doing some good things, the result will be good. Thank you.
Very good, Nidhi. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. Vedant Kabra,
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
welcome.
Good
Vedant, please
morning.
switch on your camera. और कैमरा एक ही जगह रखना, हिलते मत रहो.
Hmm. Good morning, one to all. My name is Vedant Samir Kabra. Today I am telling a story about Vita, ma'am. Uh, हाँ. Today my story name is लालच बुरी बला है. Sorry. मेहनत में ही फल है. So, once upon a time, there was one village. In that village, th- there live three brothers and one sister. Of all the three brothers and sisters, their father and mother loves very much. Hmm? Af- hmm? And the first one and third one was intelligent, smart in education studies, and but the second one was very poor in a study. Father and mother was in a very very stranger, what will happen? He will not survive. And the bro- both brothers has an make doctor and engineer. But second brother was an make an a gawar means like a farmer farmer, and his sister has that both brothers has make an love marriage, but and sister also have an sister is also married in a big family, but his smaller second brothers was in a not at all not getting a no ready in his village. So uh, father has that father has stated, and that then the mother has thought it, if it is um, home dividing, so he has married to the in his village one girl. So then the when he after that what happened, um, the that boy was in a working very mm, in very powerfully. Thank you. Ma'am, over.
Very good, very good, very good. Meshika Manudhane.
Teacher, can I read and tell?
Yes, yes.
What's in it for me? Mushika the mouse was jauntily down the road, whistling a happy tune for to himself. There had been a storm earlier in the day, which had got rid of the summer heat. He had just eaten a big juicy mango that had fallen in the storm. So his tummy was full and he was as pleased as Punch. On the road, he saw a twig also fallen from the tree above in the storm. Now a mouse will store and keep anything, hoping it will be of use one day. So Mushika picked up the twig in his mouth and set off. A little ahead he met a potter. The potter was sitting with his head in his hand head in his hands. Why? Because his oven had been drenched in the rain and now he did not have enough dry wood to light it again. How would he bake his pots and sell them? As the potter sat wailing in front of his house, Mushika and walked and walked him for watched him for some time. Whoosh! A brother, he asked with the twig still clutched in his mouth. At first, the potter paid no attention to the strange talking mouse.
Then when
Why
Mushika,
you are not with your camera on since a long time? I'm observing.
1 minute, huh? Can you see me now?
Yes.
Can you? Okay. Mashika asked him again and again. He told the little creature why he was crying. Mushika nod, crying. Mushika nodded, kept the twig aside, and said, "See, this twig has dried in the wind and can be used to light your kiln. I will happily give it you, brother Potter, but what's in it for me?" The potter thought hard and deciding that a little mouse could not ask for much, said, "I will give whatever you ask for." In a flash, Mushika replied, "Then give me that large pumpkin that is lying in the corner of the room." The potter was astonished. How can a mouse carry a pumpkin? Besides, he had been looking forward to the lovely pumpkin curry his wife would make for him. That night, choose something else, little mouse. He urged, but Mushika was stubborn. The pumpkin for the twig or nothing. So the potter gave Mushika the pumpkin. The mouse was delighted. He had made a mighty human do what he wanted. He left the pumpkin near the potter's house, saying he would collect it soon and set off down the road again. Further ahead, a milkman was sitting by his cows, shaking his head. "What's up, brother milkman?" asked a tiny voice. To his astonishment, the man saw a mouse with bright eyes peeping up at him. Sadly, he shook his head some more, then said, "The storm scared my cows and they are refusing to give me milk. What will you sell today? What will I sell today? And what will my family eat? Spicy pumpkin curry if you want." "Surely you are joking, my friend. I have 10 people at home. Where will I get a pumpkin large enough to feed everyone? Just walk back the way I came. You will reach a potter's house right beside that. I have left a pumpkin that's mine and you can have it. But what's in it for me, brother?" The milkman shrugged and said, "Whatever you want." Like the potter, he thought, What a mouse! What can a mouse want?" Mushika said, "Then give me a cow." "Are you mad? A pumpkin for a cow? Whoever had heard such a thing?" "It's that or nothing, my friend," replied Mushika firmly. So the milkman went and got the large pumpkin and gave one cow to the mouse. A big cow with large horns that listened to what he commanded. Mushika the mouse could not believe his luck. Off he went, seated on the cow, whistling another happy tune. When he stopped in front of all of a marriage hall, why were people standing around looking sad and worried? They should be busy preparing for the marriage feast. Even the bridge and groom were standing with long faces. What's up, brother groom? Called Mushika, sitting atop his cow. The groom replied gloomily, there's no milk to prepare the wedding kheer. How will the wedding feast be completed without the dessert? Mushika grinned. Worry not. Here, take this cow. She is now happy and will give you milk. But what's in it for me, brother? The groom was very happy and said, why, you can have whatever you want. Who can you can eat your fill and of the feast, sweets, po, pola fruit, whatever your
Mister, it is
heart.
how much long? You can't
Uh,
read such a long story. I told everyone to read short stories, and you don't have to read actually. You have to be ready with your story.
but teacher, means I have only long story books like hello that long
It,
story book. Hello.
it's okay. I will go to the another person because we are
पाणी
already
नाही
time
आहे.
up.
What? मला नाही माहिती. आपण मग क्लास सुरू आहे.
Okay.
Okay, so I will just finish one page. This is the
Yes. Please, all of you, be on mute.
okay. Uh, Whatever your heart desires. The mouse kept quiet and gave the cow to the wedding party. They milked the cow and had plenty of milk. They There was a great wedding feast after the party was over. The mouse replied in a flash, give me your bride. Bride. The groom and everyone in the marriage party were astonished at the mouse's cheek. The groom was about to give him a good whack when his newly wedded bride stopped him. Okay, this is the means I just finished one that page.
Okay. See, my kid, you don't have to say me big stories. You heard my story was so much small. It got finished in 2 3 minutes. When we are many of them, we have to wind up soon. Yes, Aarti Bajaj,
Yes, ma'am.
a short story, yeah, beta, please.
My story name is The Mule's Lesson. Read along. A trader set forth one journey with an ass and mule. Both animals were well landed with heavy loads. The ass carried his load as long he walked on the plains. However, when he began to climb a steep mountain path, he load seemed heavier. He found it difficult to carry such as a load, so he requested his companions telling the mule to take a small portion of his load. The mule, however, paid no attention to the ass's request. Shortly uh, afterwards, the ass fell down dead under his burden. The trader could not find another animal in such as a wild region. He found the ass load on the mule over and above the mule's own load. The mule's growing beneath his heavy burden. He said to himself, "If only I had helped as I has little in his I need would not be bearing all the load now." Thank you. The moral of the story is always cooperate with the people around you. Thank you.
Very good, very good. Yes, Sapna Mundra, a very short story. Sapna Mundra.
Mom, I have made puppets.
Okay.
They were two best friends, John and Aldi. Once they went into the forest. In the forest, they were cutting the fruits out from the tree. And then John was cutting from the tree and Aldi was playing with the grass. Then there came a bear came there. Aldi, John gone on. Once there were two friends, John and Aldi. John and Aldi went into the forest. They were enjoying in the forest. Then one bear came there. John saw the bear and went up on the tree without giving a warning to LD. LD fall down, holding his breath, showing that he is dead. The bear smelled his whole body and he could not do anything. And when he smelled his ear, he gone away. Then John came back and asked LD, "What did he say in your ear, LD?" Then LD said, "Who are best friends, they would stay with us, but who are not, they would go anywhere leaving us. Thank you." The moral of the story is we should help others.
Very good, very good. Brilliant, very good. Okay. With this, we end our storytelling session for today. We'll see you tomorrow with some different activity. Okay, kids? Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.